I decided to change my life in 6 months about a month ago, and I already failed. I started on TikTok about a month before the ban. I spent a month on there posting content every day. In order to gain followers, I earned 150 followers, only for the app to face imminent termination. And so what have I been doing in order to be proactive in the face of termination? I've been rotting, I've been spiraling, I've been posting sporadically in a misguided attempt not to be part of the quitter statistics so early on in the game. And not only that, I've been kind of contemplating deleting social media altogether. Honestly, it's giving crash out. If this video never gets posted, I'm quitting social media and moving on with my life. But honestly, by the end of these 5 stages of grief, I'm kind of expecting acceptance. Nobody said I don't have to start over again. I guess there's no rules saying that I can't restart. There's no rules to this kind of challenge, right? I didn't see any. And I guess the very first thing I want to do, if I'm cleaning up my act, cleaning up my life, I guess the very first thing.
I want to also clean up our house as well. Let's get right to it. These kinds of videos are getting popular lately, and what that means is that the goals are getting a bit repetitive. You probably already know exactly what I want. Everyone wants to be pretty, everyone wants more money than they feel comfortable saying, and everyone wants to be popular. And naturally, I am no exception. And let's talk about something that I do want, which is social skills. Let's talk about the fact that I have none. I don't need social confidence, I need a lack of social anxiety. You get me? I need to be delivered from the anxiety of speaking when I'm not spoken to. Image for me covers hair, nails, makeup, and my wardrobe, of course. All of these need to be curated and tailored specifically to me. It's one of those things where I kind of expect myself to be a one-stop shop for myself. Like, I want to be there for me. Being the main character to me means going new places, seeing new things, and ultimately that means traveling. I also want to learn a new language. You see, being a main character isn't all fun and games. It involves really impressive things like taking good enough selfies to make David so proud, and just in general being an overall icon. Not everyone can do it. I've been cleaning for like 1,000 years. You better not let your house get too dirty.
So part of my fitness goals is to do more things with my gym. I want to kind of make the gym more of a third place for me because I want to be there very often. And for me, I think I'd be more capable of doing that if I liked going to the gym a bit more. And so I feel like if I find more joy in going to the gym and finding different classes and stuff that I like, because my gym offers a lot of classes, I feel like I would actually be a little bit happier going to the gym all the time. And that's why today we are going to a class. Nothing better to get the changes of life going than first and foremost going to the gym, and then secondly doing something that you haven't done before. And so because of that, we are going to Pilates today.
Too busy to talk right.
When I film a video, I honestly have this, I know I feel the same way that I feel when I wear something kind of out of the ordinary. I'm nervous. and like, I'm really nervous and I feel hyper aware of like every sound, every person that goes by. Step one to getting over your fears and your social anxiety and your fear of being perceived. So I'm gonna make an admission. I've always really admired the like soft girl Pilates princess types. I really like their vibe. I like their mood. I like their outfits. Since I've seen it, I've always wanted to do exactly that. But I end up thinking to myself something like, you're gonna look stupid, you know? And I feel like that's really harsh, you know? I feel like no way is really gonna ever say that to me, but I feel that way. So what I decided to do is sign up for a Pilates class and express deliver the exact outfit that I said that I wanted to wear and just get over myself, you know? Imagine the amount of like social confidence you need to tell somebody else that they look stupid. Could not be me ever. We're gonna go now because I'm late, so.
Lower abs. You aren't working the full abs, but the lower we're going to do that, yes? Let's do 5 more. We're going to burn those legs. Okay, that's it. We look at it, we take a look behind the floor. Good, and then last one.
In the end, Pilates class came and went, and I didn't combust. You know, in the end, I kind of thought that I would feel really dumb wearing my Pilates princess thing, and I guess I really thought that it would bother me, but in the end, I guess it really didn't. Like, I mean, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. All I could personally think of was, man, you look really good in the onesies. And I was so happy that I had actually bought it. I think it made the whole exercise much easier than it really should have been. Because it was still really, really difficult. But then I was like, dude, no, you look like you like belong here. You look like you're the vibe. You are the mood, and everybody else is here for you. So I don't know, like maybe it just triggered my Dunning-Kruger effect or something like that. But anyway, 10 out of 10 experience. Would recommend. If anybody wants to go dress like a Pilates girly and do something, it will make you more powerful. Plus 10 buff to your armor, I guarantee you. Anybody that says that Pilates girlies are not seasoned warriors can kick rocks. It was very hard. And actually, this is how I know that class is actually supposed to be extremely grueling and difficult. To me, it would seem like there are 3 different actual like bar Pilates instructors, and this one is actually in Mexico, and everybody basically says that her class is the most difficult. The actual true person that I should have been with who's on vacation is like, thank God I didn't get her. Because I probably wouldn't have even been able to film anything. So we are all done with Pilates officially, and as you can see, it is snowing. I live in like literally a frozen tundra. Anyway, I didn't eat anything before going in because white is literally the most unforgiving color that you could ever decide to wear ever. And I decided to wear it for the vibe. But we are going to Chipotle because we are all done with all of that worky outy business. My car. Oh. Okay. Could I have white rice, please? This. So I got a smoked brisket burrito from Chipotle, and I got the Mandarin agua fresca. So we're gonna try out the agua fresca first. And I'm just saying, like, I think it's more important to try out the food first than to recontextualize our entire life. I mean, food comes first, always. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Like, in some contexts, it could give like watered down high C, but in other senses, it's like tame, it's calm. I can taste the turmeric, I like it. That is good. So for me, I really like sweet foods. There's some people don't like food that's kind of sweet, but I like kind of like umami foods. If you like add a dash of sugar to whatever favorite food, it's immediately there to me. So this kind of has like a sweet taste to it, and I really like that. So the good thing about starting over and changing your life all over again is that you have a clearer view of your goals. And most importantly, why you didn't achieve them to begin with. So right now, while we're at Chipotle, we're gonna review my progress first and foremost. So this is kind of like a progress report, and also kind of like we're going back and we're going to change our strategy because now we have hindsight, and hindsight is supposedly supposed to be 2020. Sorry, the lighting is much better over here. Okay, so the first goal that we're gonna do is fitness. I would say that in terms of my progress report, I got about 20% of the way through. I ended up losing about 7, maybe 8 pounds out of the 40. So yeah, I would say that's about 20%. I'm not a math girly, okay? So if that's wrong, I'll put it in post. And I realized I wasn't making as much progress in the 30 days as I thought that I would get. And I realized that that had a lot to do with me being like unprepared and inconsistently putting effort into my workouts. Like some days it would be like balls to the walls. I'm fighting demons in the gym, but other days it would be I'm at the gym, you know, and I'd be more focused on getting the footage of me working out than working out. So it ended up being somewhat performative. Basically, I need to plan around that. My second thing I want to do for that, I want to try 3 healthy recipes a month that are also aesthetic. Not just because I'm on like YouTube and social media, but also because like it's for me. So the next goal I have is getting $20,000, making my first $20,000. Actually, it was 5K online, but then I noticed the girlies were reaching really high for their money goals, and I wasn't brave enough to ask for $100,000, even though I probably should, but I'm gonna stick with 20. So how am I going to achieve this? First, I would say I got 1%. 1% because I did get some brand offerings while I was on TikTok. Once I realized that TikTok was going to be banned, I realized like it wasn't necessarily like the most stable option. It just wasn't giving stable, and I'm a stable girly. I need that. So I didn't make any moves for that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to research brands that do want like small micro influencers, people that post a lot, people with newer audiences. Also going to be going for fitness, beauty, health, makeup, stuff that I know about, stuff that I think that I could bring value to. And the second thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to try joining art contests. I personally went to school for art, like drawing, and I did a lot of drawing in my free time before I went to school for that. So that's something I feel confident in. So I'm going to apply for some different art contests. There's even a webtoon contest that's coming up. And I'm like, to be honest with you, I've like already applied like 3 different times. I think 2 different times. So this will be like my 3rd time trying to join this webtoon contest. And at this point, I just kind of think it's a ritual. It's just something I got to do, a demon I got to get out of my chest to finish the actual webtoon, post it, and whether or not I get the $20,000 prize, like, could you imagine like that, winning it all at once? Like the way I devoured my taco just now was not very demure and not very mindful. So goal number 3 is 20K followers by the end of the 6 months. I'm hoping that's somewhat realistic, but I wanted to get to 20K followers, and I'm kind of hoping that mostly through the vehicle of like the 6-month challenge, I will be able to achieve that. Like I'm really hoping the girlies pull through for me if I finish the 6-month challenge. I made some progress with posting on TikTok, but quite literally it got erased within a night, overnight. At the moment, I cannot even access it to look in nostalgia. So I'm starting from scratch. That is okay. That is okay. I plan on taking courses online eventually, probably, yeah, using Skillshare. My unethical life hack is that I'm probably going to try and cram as many classes within like the 30-day free trial as possible and then cancel my membership. Skill number 4 is socializing. Uploading on TikTok daily was kind of like this challenge that would end up with me isolating myself and not talking to very much people. Like I wouldn't text people back. I would be like late, and I'm not usually like a late texter or anything like that. But my challenge to myself is being more active with my friends, trying to talk to them more, and I don't know, just being a good friend. But I also want to do better with like making new friends. Like I don't want to go disappear for 6 months and then come back unrecognizable route. Like, I kind of want people to still know that I'm alive. So number 5 is my wardrobe. I want to do better in terms of like picking my clothes and making the clothes more curated to like my skin tone, my complexion, but also kind of sending a message. Like, I want my clothes to communicate who I am. All that means is that I intend to try a lot of makeup tutorials and a lot of hair tutorials, because I don't know if y'all know this, but y'all stand a tutorial queen. So my last goal is to become the main character. I mean, the last goal is actually quitting my 9-to-5 job, but we already know that that is a 2-week process that just requires a letter and a different job. So yeah, that's just my intentions, and I plan on doing that at the end of the 6 months, regardless of, I don't know whether am I hot or not. Like, I don't plan on staying at a place that makes me unhappy. So on to becoming the main character. Name a category that's more vague than being the main character. Like, I really decided to challenge myself. It's another category that really needs work, because at least with my wardrobe, I feel like I got like 50% is still enough, but becoming the main character, I probably have like a negative 10%. Honestly, I was really going on straight up vibes before, and I never really made a lot of actionable goals or demands, but I plan to learn Spanish with the immersion method. I plan to get my passport to travel, and I'm going to learn how to like my own pictures and my own image by practicing posing, using, of course, tutorials online. And that's it for my goals so far. We'll work on it together. See ya. So since we're in the business of talking about our futures, let's talk about the future of this channel. What I'm going to do first is upload on this channel every single week. Second, every single day on Instagram. And the third thing that I'm going to do is for anything that's more brief, like a shorter journey or a shorter story, I think I'll just upload that every few days on YouTube Shorts. This is also something I'm doing to build to 20K followers, because I think that for something as expansive as a 6-month journey, you're probably going to want more than just one video every single week. And I also wanted to encourage anyone that maybe thinks that they can't do it, that at the very least you have me supporting you. I think that you can do it. If I can do it, I'm sure that you can do it too. Bye.